and just gut them. These are rainbow trout, they're not cutthroat. So Musky Hans is going to make some Pinon smoked trout. So what you need to make the brine is, I already cleaned the trout, so what you need to make the brine is some brown sugar, some salt, some lemon juice, some crushed red pepper, some pepper, and some garlic powder, and water. So the first thing I'll do is I can't find my smaller measuring cup, so I'm going to put in about a half a cup of brown sugar and a half a cup of salt. So I'll probably put in a little more than a half a cup and just not pack it, because I know in food cooking class they tell you to pack the brown sugar when you measure it, so I'm just not going to do that. So there's probably approximately a half cup. I'm not in my soil chemistry lab, so I don't need to be accurate. And here's some salt. This is ice cream salt, because the last time I went and bought bulk salt, they didn't have any actual regular canning salt. And I used the salt to make nasal rinses, so I got this salt and it makes the same purpose. It's just not crushed, it's ground up, it's fine. So then I have that, so then I add about a half teaspoon of black pepper, and then I'm going to add about a half teaspoon of garlic, or not, then I add about a half teaspoon of garlic powder. And then I'm going to add a half teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes. Someone said I was really bad with the knife in my own video, which I thought was pretty funny, but the top to that. Then I'm going to add like 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. I just bought this too, just for this video. So I guess this isn't open, so I guess I'll have to use a fish hook to puncture it. Oh, it's probably not very sanitary. No, it's open at least. And then I'm going to add 2 quarts of water to the brine. 1. 2. Okay, and then I need to stir it up. And then I'm going to add the trout, put the trout into it. So I have a fillet of lake trout I'm going to try. I probably should cut this into a couple pieces first. That's probably good enough. Maybe once more. This knife needs to be sharpened. And then I put in the lake trout. And I'm also putting some stream trout to try smoking them. Here's that bucket full of them now. So we're going to put in this rainbow trout. This rainbow trout. And where's the little brown trout? And this little tiny brown trout, which I only kept because it swallowed my spinner. So here's our brine. I'm going to leave it soak for 24 hours. So we have some pinion we got in New Mexico, and we're going to try smoking some fish with it. We're going to cut this up into little chunks with the brush cutters, and then we're going to put some of it on the grill, and then we're going to put the fish on. So we're going to put some pinion on the grill to get a nice smoky flavor, and then we're going to put the top on it and just like shut down almost all the oxygen. Not too much. We'll fix that though. And the grease ball trout on the inside. Oh, we almost have too much trout.
So here's what the trout looks like. For some reason my camera didn't have any audio on at the end of this video. So I smoked this trout on my grill for like 3 hours. I didn't flip it at all, or maybe 2 hours, a little less. I should have kept the exact time. But I went out and looked at it, and when the fish starts to feel firmer, you just look at it and look to see how its texture is, and then when it starts to become more solid and like it's cooked or smoked, you take it off. The lake trout was still kind of oily, as you can tell from when I pointed the camera off it. This pinion definitely leaves a stronger flavor to the trout than if you would use hickory or maple or apple wood, which is what I usually use for smoking. You just put it in. But it's alright, but it definitely had a different flavor. Pinion definitely does leave a strong flavor on the food. As soon as I got the